We are buckling up for quite a night here, going through all these character demos. Like I said, there's 45 character demos. We're starting with the first one, which is Kaeya's, and working our way through chronologically. Okay, there's 44 character demos. There's 45, but one of them is the Venti Japanese voiceover, but we're gonna watch the Venti English voiceover. Anyway, the names of these tiers were voted on over in the sub channel in Discord, or we discussed it over in the sub channel on Discord. So if you want to be part of those discussions and you're a Twitch sub, make sure you link your Twitch and your Discord together so you can get to the sub channels in Discord. And if you want to be a part of those discussions and you're not a sub, then you can subscribe for cool stuff like that. Ascended is the top tier, like the best of the best, the cream of the crop, y'all. These character demos have ascended everything. We got S tier, because I think S tiers are pretty good. Like, it's a pretty solid name. You know, we can just keep it there. S tier, it's a good one. Solid. Speaking of solid, next one is solid. It's pretty good, solid. It's a solid video. You know, it holds up. Mid, again, speak for yourself. Video's pretty mid. We got trash. That video's just trash. And we got the Hoyo versus Forgotten. These are for the well, I think there's 60 characters right now, and there's 44 demos. So this is for the 16 characters that didn't get a demo, y'all. And they're just the forgotten ones. And it's sad. We cry about it, but you know, it is what it is. We got a lot of demos to get through. All right, so buckle up, y'all. We're gonna start with Cryo Chapter Cavalry Captain Kaeya. Starting with Kaeya, here we go.
I'm Kaeya, Cavalry Captain for the Knights of Favonius.
Music pretty good so far.
Hear my story, eh? I know a great place more fit for a chat.
Now it is just like actual gameplay. There's not like any animated cutscenes for him. It's just gameplay and some freeze frames. Okay, so we're getting to see him working with a team.
Come on, let's get moving.
Now that was the first one, chat, and they definitely got better from there, guys. I'm sorry, Kaeya, but yours was lame. Yeah, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. You're gonna have to. We're gonna slide this one right in at trash tier, guys. Not one of Hoyo versus best showings. All right, not by a long shot. I mean, he's hot. Don't get me wrong. We do like a Kaeya, but we're not basing this off of how much we simp for the character. We're basing this off of just the character demo. That one was trash. All right, moving on. We have Fischls. Yeah, that's right. They still meet Hoyo back here. I like how it says game engine footage, not like, oh, actual footage might differ like it does now. She's like, nope, game engine footage. Yo, Oz's Chinese voice though. See, what if Fischl's glide really was just Oz? Because that would be so good. If Fischl's glide really was just Oz, I would be so about that. I would love that if she got to glide as Oz. Again, we actually did have a little bit of animated beyond just gameplay with Oz flying over there. Music's pretty good. And now we have the gameplay in a team. Okay. Okay. That was a pretty cool transition. I mean, the fact that Oz was in there has got to give it some bonus points because we love Oz. Fischls, I don't know if I'd go as far as to call it trash. It did have a little bit of animated edited cutscene to it. It wasn't just gameplay. Like, it had them flying over and then her diving out, turning into Fischl from Oz. So that part was good. I'm gonna put it mid. We're gonna say that one was mid. Not trash tier, not like Kaeya's. Kaeya's was just bad, chat. Kaeya's was bad. Fischl's wasn't great. Actually, you know what? No, it's gonna be trash because we didn't really get any information about Fischl. It was literally just like she dove in as Fischl from Oz and then like shot some stuff with the bow. I think we're gonna give her trash. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize, Fischl stands. Not a good demo though. Xiangling. We're not pulling punches. We can't pull punches here, right? We can't play favorites. All right? We have to have artistic integrity here. So shot Liyue.
I'm a chef from Liyue. If there's nothing better to do, we could go foraging for ingredients. I'm much better.
We get some information about her right off the bat. She likes to cook.
Definitely take me with you. Nice and spicy. It's time to introduce you to my latest masterpiece. I call it the most marvelous, multicolored super pancake.
Still just gameplay. Although I guess there's not really many animated things early on, and definitely not for 4 stars early on. A lot of other characters right now. Music good though. Music, I would say the music is markedly better in this one.
Time for a quick snack? I'll whip one up in no time.
I think the music was substantially better in that one. We got to know a little bit more about her personality with the cooking, and it was a little more centric on that. Still just gameplay footage and team play footage. But I'm gonna say that one was mid. I don't think that one was as bad. There was some nice shots of Liyue that we got in there. And again, we got to hear a little bit more about the character. Oh, this next one though. To Qiqi, y'all. Let's go. Everyone's least favorite zombie child.
I am a zombie and I forgot what comes next.
I love how she said, I'm a zombie.
To build a snowman. Will you help?
Her voice.
Frigid. I like it. Hold my hand, please. This wind could blow me away.
Okay, so a little bit more like,
Life goes on.
a little bit more than just gameplay in this one. Again, we get her personality, which is just so strange.
I should have stayed indoors today.
And we got that with her throwing the sword and everything. So we got the gameplay in this one, and we got a little bit more of like an animation, I guess you should say. And there was some comedic value in that one. I mean, I like Qiqi's humor because like her delivery of every line is just so monotone. I think that's what makes it funny. But still, nothing super remarkable. So I'm gonna give her mid. Also because she ruins 50-50s. Yeah. All right, Mona.
I am astrologist Mona Magistus, meaning the great astrologist Mona. The equipment repair bill is due, and so is the final payment for that celestial globe I ordered.
Still lots of gameplay.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
Learning more about her though, seeing her like going and investigating and exploring things, trying to learn more about astrology. Now we're getting into some gameplay.
Delve into destiny. Fate is upon you.
The iconic burst animation.
Let me scribe. This was ordained by fate. Long had I foreseen it.
We got a little bit more about the character in that one. I mean, again, the character demos are really, I guess, a little bit to tell us about the character, but also just to show us what the character can do. I'm gonna agree. It was better than the other ones. I think that was one of the better ones we've seen so far. It was kind of like Xiangling's in the sense that it told us more about the character. We got to see a little bit of her, going around and trying to learn more about astrology. But still, I don't think it's at that solid level. I think a lot of these early ones, and that's the problem, is that I'm comparing it with my knowledge of the future ones in mind. So I'm comparing it with my knowledge of like what they do now for character demos versus what they do here. But I'm still gonna put Mona at mid. Her demo was mid. They gotta go back and remake some of these, man. I'm telling you. All right, moving on to Keqing. Okay. The music already though. Let's go.
Yuheng of the Liga Qixing.
Come on, enough procrastinating. Let's go. Time is against us. We live in an era of change, as the old order that has existed for 1,000 years is about to be rewritten. Join me. Let us bear witness to this historical
Training montage right here. We love that. See, that right there, where they actually like had that animation of her going through her burst. Like that little difference, things like that makes it better.
With sword comes shadow.
And just the way that it's all edited together, where it's not just like running up and attacking. It's a little bit more edited. It's a little bit more edited. They had like some actual graphical elements. I think this is definitely going to be our first solid for those reasons. I mean, it was a little bit more polished than the other ones, in my opinion. I'm gonna say that one was solid. So this is Venti's character demo. So this was their first, like this was the first banner in Genshin Impact. They had to go big because he was the first Archon, the first banner.
Which is of an ancient one. That of which traveled among the gods. That of which beheld lands undone, seas spun.
Much more edited. Giving us like an actual cutscene.
Daily toiling you are. Must you intrude on a bard's leisure time?
Like this is actually like a little like you know, feels like it's like a little show of Venti, you know. Definitely more polished already. But again, he's the animal arc. He was the first Archon we got. He was the first banner in Genshin Impact ever. They had to do these kind of things to really make his demo, I think, stand out against all the others.
Some notes can't be played for just anyone. Lest the high winds blow you away.
Definitely makes him seem very epic. Yeah. The music in this is really good too. That shot right there was really cool, with him flying up and all the enemies falling down.
It's more than language and poetry that flow with the wind.
He's showing how he works in a team, showing what his burst can do. And then that shot right there to go into the word Genshin Impact. Very good. Very good. That one, 100%. That one's gotta be... I don't know if that's quite top tier, but that is iconic. That one is iconic. Venti is going S tier for sure. Yeah, Venti is 100% S tier. He's got to be. No questions. Not even a hesitation. Now, the Klee trailer is very good, in my opinion, from what I remember. It's been a long time since I've seen this. I made a reaction to this a long time ago. It's like one of the first Genshin Impact videos I made was a reaction to Klee's demo. So she was the second banner. So again, they had to go hard for those first couple banners to get people invested. So let's see, how does she stack up to Venti? Now, I do remember the music in this slaps. And I remember the music from the Ito event being here too. It's good music, y'all. Here we go. Klee. Like how it's all like a headline. I like it.
Are you here for playtime with Klee?
Just makes it seem so epic.
The storm watch.
And then just this little girl.
Klee, the second you see Jean coming. Let's go!
Already got, you know, a little bit about her personality, talking about warning her before Jean's coming. Her just running around while everything's burning and exploding around her. So good.
Klee, you know the consequences.
And then same thing with that. It's like an actual cutscene. Now she's grounded until... and right back out running. Right back out blowing things up. She never learns. I then just the slow walk while everything is exploding around her is just so good. Like, she's just walking away and everything just exploding. I love it so much. Those eyes.
Fish blasting together.
Those eyes, though. They haunt my dreams. Oh, man. That one, I think that one might have to go to Ascended. That one might have to go all the way up to Ascended. Yeah. I think that's gotta be Ascended. Because that one was just it's so funny. And it's good because it tells us about her personality. It's also just so funny when you're watching it. Like, it's got a nice mix of humor. It uses actual cutscenes. The music goes so well with it. Yes, that one was very good. Yeah, that definitely contends with demos from today. And that was an extremely early one. Very true. All right, Diona, Wine Industry Slayer. Diona's up next, y'all. Let's see how Diona holds up. Okay, shot of the cat's tail.
Diona, bartender of the Cat's Tail. I charge a hefty fee for private events. My ears and tail are no prop, they're real. Proof of my cat's line bloodline. Life as a mixologist is very busy. When I'm not at the tavern, I'm out collecting ingredients for new recipes, so unless something is urgent...
I like the little snapshot thing, that was different, it was good.
I'm a rock!
Told us about her, so we know about the character. Nice transition there. A nice showcasing of her abilities so far. I like how it slowed it down so you could really see every aspect of it.
I wasn't waiting for you. I just happened to be resting.
That one was good. That one was good. I'm gonna say that one was... It wasn't great. It wasn't outstanding. It wasn't beyond anything that we've seen. But it was definitely above the earlier trailers. I'm gonna say they added some different elements, like with the little like snapshots when she was jumping up in the air, made it a little bit more interesting to watch. She told us about what she does and about her character itself, slowed things down so we could see the abilities a little bit better. We're gonna put it at mid. We're gonna put it at mid with a leaning towards solid, like leaning towards solid, because it was pretty good for a 4-star trailer. Okay, Taglia chat. Childe's demo, a letter to Snezhnaya.
Dearest sister, I've been away for so long, I've almost forgotten the cold of our home.
Again, cinematic.
Life is ordinary and boring. Though in Liyue, fuses of excitement can be found everywhere, just waiting for the right spark.
Oh, the surfing down the waterfall is so cool. That entrance is just iconic though. This entrance right here, I remember it had me so hyped for Childe when he first came out. Like, we meme on Childe. We say, oh, he's had so many reruns. You know, we joke about him not critting. But like, when he first came out, he was like the DPS, you know? Like, when he first came out, he was...
You wouldn't charge into unknown danger.
He was something else.
It'll be an easy victory, but I still won't hold back. Your brother has just been taking care of some trivial matters here, really. But Tonya, rest assured. The future that Tsaritsa desires, the future the people of Snezhnaya desire, it will be had.
The future that Tsaritsa desires? Child, how could you? How could you? I love that they had that demo without giving anything away about him in the story. Like, it gave nothing away about him being like Fatui Harbinger, aside from the fact that he said It's called A Letter to Snezhnaya, and it talks about the Tsaritsa, but it doesn't talk anything about him being a harbinger. It doesn't talk about like his other form or anything like that. I think that's an ascended one. I mean, it was very good, but I'm gonna say that's S tier. I think that's gonna be S tier. It's on the same level as Venti's for sure, because it did give you hype. You know, it gave you hype when you when it first came out. It gave you hype for when he was a new character and everyone was wondering like, oh, who is this new guy? He looks so cool. You know, he's so epic. Like, it did what it was supposed to do. So definitely an S tier there. We have Xinyan. Rock and roll.
Xinyan's the name and rock and roll's the game. And I'm the only one who plays it in Liyue Harbor. Been thinking about staging concerts elsewhere lately, but what say you?
Oh, we got a the Traveler is actually in this one. This is the first character that the Travelers appeared in.
Go live over here. You coming? Yeah! Pyro Keqing! Rock into the rescue. Time to rock! That's the groove, all right. That's what I'm talking about. I'm on fire lately. Look out for my next performance.
You know, I didn't actually know Xinyan had a character demo until just now. If that goes to tell you anything about how it was. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. But you never see Xinyan. I'm convinced Xinyan mains are a myth. They don't exist. We got to hear a little bit about what she's about, which is rock and roll. That's her whole personality. It wasn't anything special, anything to write home about. I'm going to say it was mid. Zhongli, the listener. So Zhongli's character demo. The second Archon, y'all. The second Archon.
We last left off with ancient Liyue, beset by an ocean demon and a mountain dragon. Rex left.
This is already so befitting of Zhongli.
Depti to restore peace to the land. They say that before he set out, he spoke these words.
Oh. That music. That music. Ooh. Yo, the dragon, like, shadow around him for these attacks. The fact that he shields himself and then just stands there like a baddie.
This is an age of gods and monsters. I wish not for dominion. Yet I cannot watch the common folk suffer.
Oh, those eyes. Bro.
I will have order.
Everyone turned to stone. And him just shattering everyone.
To cleanse the land and defend our safe harbor. That was the first contract in Liyue. And now, the final contract too has been set in stone.
Ooh. Guys. That was good. That was good. I'm putting that at Ascended. I'm putting that top tier. The editing for that one was a head and shoulder above the rest. It was the dragon, like shadow and everything behind him as he's doing his attacks. The music with it. Chef's kiss. The fact that he just stood there with his shield up while everyone just hit him. Oh, so good. Yes. Yes, Ascended. Albedo is next.
This is Timaeus' newest design.
Thank you for that follow, Nova!
Commendable achievement. 20 more years. And perhaps we can let him make a start on the textbook Sucrose uses today.
A start on the textbook Sucrose uses. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, like, zoom in there. A little Technicolor disco vibe going on there with the music here.
Burst forth.
Okay, okay. A cool little shot of the flower, him up on the elevator. Oh, and then Klee's there, of course.
Moment of birth.
This is different than the other ones for sure.
The starry void.
This part here is definitely different than the other ones.
Earth. The accumulative memory of time and being. Soil. The origin of alchemy. The basis of all life. Chalk. The substance from which primal life is molded.
Okay, okay. This music makes me feel like I'm like the Klee rising up on the elevator at the end. Yes.
Crucible.
Yes, Klee rising up at the end. Very good. Yeah, I don't think that's quite S tier. It was good. And it was different. And I like that it was like raising him up and the like, ooh, or not quite double S tier. I'm sorry, not quite the Ascended tier. But yeah, I would put him at S tier. I would put him at the same as Venti and Tartaglia. Not quite at our Ascended double S, but I think he's right here. I think he's definitely was better than Keqing's. Keqing's was solid, but he's better than Keqing's. He's right there. Ganyu, chat. Let's see how they do our girl Ganyu. Sleeping. Avi. Our sleepy girl.
Sweet flower.
Dreaming of flowers.
Because of its high sugar content. As a food, it's not the healthiest option. But feasting my eyes on it works wonders for my mood. So, I cannot permit you to trample these flowers.
Like how her whole demo is just about her not letting people trample flowers. Very pretty.
Born of ice and frost.
The animation's pretty. Music's pretty good. Some nice shots following the arrow.
Please don't touch my horns.
Oh, careful. Don't sleep by monsters.
Huh? So I was...
Sleep by monsters.
It was just a dream. All hail!
And now we get into some more of the gameplay. Getting to see her burst. Some interesting shots. A lot of cuts and fades. You know, I definitely don't think that it's as good as it could have been. It was good, but I find myself a little bit disappointed in it, if I'm going to be honest. I find myself wishing that I got to see more of maybe either her personality. We saw some of her personality. It was like her sleeping, her dreaming, and then her like not wanting to touch the flower, and then like, oh, don't touch my horns. But I feel like we didn't get as much like epicness as we did from the other ones. So I think I'm gonna put her at solid, which is an upset. I thought that she would be higher based on the character, but her demo, kind of just whatever. It was good, but it wasn't great. Let me tell you something. Up next, I am excited. I remember Xiao's demo being one of my favorites of the early demos. Xiao being one of my most, and I think in general throughout the community, one of the most highly anticipated characters early on in Genshin. And from what I remember, they did him right. The mask on right at the start. Like that intro right there already.
These are matters for Adepti. Stay out of my way.
Very good. Seems like a badass. Okay. A cool displaying of his skills. I like that they're cutting to the like black background as well. Cool transition with the mask. So far, not a lot of like him actually fighting though. It's just like kind of like, oh, look at me, I'm so cool. Now this, I think, is where we get a little bit of information about, like, we get a little bit more of his character. Yeah.
For eons of slaughter.
This part.
Ephemeral circumstance, perpetual agony. This is nothing new to me. These severed karmic binds.
Up in the moon. The burst. Yeah. In the eyes. That one is very good, but I will admit, a little unremarkable. It starts off with just some like shoo, 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 shing, 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 wah, wah, wah. Like, not really showing him fighting, just like a bunch of like jump cuts and fades. But I think the part in there about severing karmic bonds and eons of slaughter and torment and like that whole cutscene part there, where he's like up in the sinews and fighting, that part is really cool, and I think makes it a little more interesting and kind of like attaches you more to the character and you want to find out more about him. So I'm gonna put it at S tier for that reason, because it definitely got better as it went. It's, again, it started out unremarkable, but it definitely got better, and visually it was very entertaining. It was very nice to watch. So that one's gonna be an S tier, but not like not like whoa, mind blown, but good. It was definitely better than good. It was better than good. On to Hu Tao.
Hey,
hers is funny.
You sure we're going the right way? Doubt there's any treasure in this creepy place.
This treasure map's bow ours. We just follow it all the way.
Hey, wait. Did you just hear something?
Man up. We're just imagining things.
The ghost.
Who are you?
And the music. This music's iconic.
Order of duality, impermanence of fate. I raise this butterfly to guide thee. Ah, yeah, so many droll people. Fatui, not even worth the tease.
Definitely like a spooky vibe. You get to see her fighting. Zombie.
Zombie, are you scared?
A little bit of her interaction, her relationship with Qiqi. The little ghosty boy.
See you on the other side.
I like that they made it seem like an old movie. At the end is pretty funny. That one is pretty funny. It's a good showcasing of her skills. It's a good showcasing of her personality. It's got the humor in it. It does more than just show you, hey, this is the character. This is like what they do. These are their moves type thing. It does more than just that. Either solid or S tier. I don't know if it's quite an S tier demo. I like it. And I like that we got to see more, again, of her personality, and there's like a little bit more to the demo than just like a straight up showcase. I'm gonna say S tier, but like on the low side of S tier. Like, it's a good demo. It's a good character demo. I do enjoy it, but I don't know if I enjoyed it as much as, like, say, Venti's, right? Venti's was good. Venti's wasn't Ascended, but Venti's was good. Should have added more. Should we add more tiers? Do we add more tiers? We can add more tiers. Like, literally just boop, add in a row above. There you go. I made a new tier. This one's gonna be purple. Pink. There you go. We'll change this color too, so it's easier to see. A tier. Yeah, this is my tier list. I do what I want. Boom. There. I'm gonna move Hu Tao and Albedo into A tier. See, we're just expanding. Okay? We're just expanding. We just want to be as accurate as possible. Rosaria's character demo, I don't really remember. I watched it. Don't really remember it. 4-star character demos are always a little bit different, you know? They're never amazing, but they're always pretty good.
Ordinary person.
I remember the hype around Rosaria when she first came out, though.
Each of the sisters is worse than the next.
I like how she's sitting in church spinning a kunai.
Choir or some other thing I'm supposed to participate in. I'm trying to stay out of sight. Pray. Not for the gods nor the betterment of others, but for yourself.
She was amazing on her release. She did so much damage.
Punishment.
A cool demo. No pun intended. Cryo, cool.
Except overtime.
It's cool. It shows you what the character can do, but again, it's not blowing my mind, you know? It's not like, oh my god. But I did like that she was sitting in church spinning a kunai. I thought that was pretty funny. It's definitely one of the better 4-star options that we've seen so far. But yeah, I mean, it was whatever. It was a 4-star demo. So we'll throw her at mid. Chat, I feel like mid's going to be a very long category. A lot of these are going to be mid. Yanfei. Let's see, what's Yanfei got in store for us?
My name is Yanfei, top legal expert in Liyue, and for the avoidance of doubt, no one else comes close. I'm fully versed in every area of the law. I'll remind you again, the law can be both a help and a hindrance.
A little bit of information about what she's about already.
And the people solve life's myriad of problems.
And then we go into her combat. So we learned a little bit about the character herself. Now we're seeing how she functions.
Incinerate!
I love that it's just a giant stamp that she drops on people.
Anyway, my point is, you can always rely on me.
Again, it's just a typical 4-star demo. And that's how a lot of the 4-star demos I feel like in this tier list are going to go. Because for 4 stars, they obviously don't put as much effort into it as 5 stars because they're not like trying to get people to pull on the banner for the 4-star. So it was mid. It's time for Eula.
Dance of Sacrifice, Act 3. Flickering Candlelight.
She's such a theater kid. That dance, that move right there is iconic. There's so many people on TikTok that have done that dance.
This was once part of a ceremony for aristocrats to show off their stature. Now it's just a private pastime.
Get a little bit of information about her. She's in a spotlight here. She's dancing. We haven't really seen much of her fighting, though.
Vengeance will be mine.
Had a little bit of
Descendant of a fallen ancestor.
information about her there.
I alone must break free from the chains of revenge.
They keep cutting like right before she actually hits anything.
Shudder! Rack and ruin!
Okay. Okay. I mean, the dance is cool. You get to see her dancing.
Are you here to spy on me?
Amber.
I was just worried you might be in trouble.
Not yet. It takes two to tango. Shall we?
Hey, yo.
Huh?
Huh? Yeah, hers was definitely like more about the character's aesthetics than the like actual character themselves, you know? I mean, the dance is cool. It was like the fact that like that dance is so iconic as well. I feel like because like the dance from that character became so iconic afterwards and so many people have like replicated it, I'll give it a little bit higher. But as a demo itself, not amazing. We got to see her moves. We got to see a lot of her dancing. And I guess the dance is like, it kind of does play into like her fighting style. So I'm going to say 8. I'll give her 8 here. It was pretty good. Not great, but it was better than Qiqing. It was better than Ganyu, in my opinion. And that's what this is all about. So if you got problems, leave a comment. Yo, now we're getting into the more recent characters. 25 and up chat is a little bit more intense because we're getting into like Kazuha era. All right, this is 1.6 that we're on now.
Solitary cloud. Shadow in the setting sun. And the last line.
He's just trying to write some poetry. You're shooting at him. See?
Honestly, can't even finish my haiku without being interrupted.
That's pretty badass that he just leans his head to the side. Pretty dang cool.
Wind Strider.
Oh.
You're really going to trust me, despite my being from Inazuma.
A little bit more backstory here.
My mind is like a wind on the waves. It can change in an instant.
Kid, I think I got you figured out.
Oh, in that case, you saw this coming.
What, you mean these amateurs? I was saving them for you.
Oh, Beidou. I like Beidou and Kazuha's relationship, and I like that they put that in here as well.
My last line stirs the drifter's heart.
Okay. We got to know about him a little bit more, that he's a poet. We got a lot of look at his skills, a little bit of look at his future character interactions. But you know, nothing crazy. The music was pretty good. Interaction with Beidou added a little bit more depth to the character. I like that they incorporated the poetry into it. The little head dodge at the beginning. Yeah, A tier, for sure. Better than Keqing and Ganyu. Not as good as like Venti and Xiao and Tartaglia's. Ayaka. Now this one's gonna be interesting. I remember Ayaka's being very good.
Tachijutsu is your honor embodied. Your will revealed. The wielder's mind must be...
It's like a home video-esque right there. That was interesting. Yeah, this is like...
Strike, be quick as lightning.
Videos that Ayato found in the attic.
Master your blade and seize victory in a single motion, too perfect to be parried. These were the words of my mother. I have long desired to learn the blade work of another land.
If I may, I would like to spar with you.
Master of Inazuma Kamisato Art Tachijutsu.
She was one of the most hype characters, like one of the most heavily anticipated characters, I think. Almost on like Scaramouche level. Solid music. Goes really well with the character demo. The music lines up really nicely.
Take flight.
That's one thing for sure. And I think as we get into Inazuma's Sumeru era, the music starts to line up really well with this, like with the actual movements of the demo. That adds another layer to it.
My lady, your form is
Toma!
as ever. Although, maybe try a softer touch, so no one gets injured.
Oh, was I hitting too hard? It seems I still have room to improve. Toma, before the traveler arrives, spar with me some more.
As you wish, my lady.
And I like the foreshadowing.
The traveler's skill with a blade.
I like the foreshadowing in that one.
Finding out.
Yeah, that's nice. The foreshadowing of what's to come with us meeting her is a nice touch on that one. That one, it was good. The music, I'm gonna say S tier because the music matched so well to the movements. And again, I think like kind of in Inazuma and like moving into Inazuma characters and Sumeru characters, at least in the 5-star demos, is when the music and the like actual editing start to match up really well and add another layer to these demos. Because before I feel like the music was always like, oh, it's like really cool music, and it's like, oh yeah, we're getting like hype with the music and everything, and it kind of goes with it. But like that was like beat for beat with movements, which is cool. All right, Sayu.
Recon confirms. No sign of the Shrine Maiden within a 3-mile radius. That time. A windy day is a good day for a getaway. Sayu, Shumatsuban at your disposal.
Get to see this little girl with a claymore just beat up a samurai. Very good.
I'm out of here.
And the roll away. Interesting, there's just like a picture of her vision.
Come on out. Can I go catch up on my sleep?
Again, it was a 4-star demo. It was cute. I do appreciate Sayu having a giant claymore. I think I'm gonna give that one a solid. It's better than a lot of these other 4 stars. It's better than these here. So I think it is solid. I'm gonna try not to be biased as we watch Yoimiya's. Oh, chat, my love. Yoimiya, my love. I am a Yoimiya main, so we'll see how this goes.
Hey, Pops, rise and shine.
The music. She's just so happy all the time. She just wants to be friends with everyone.
Welcome. You're just in time for the fireworks show.
I love that she goes on her knees for a shot and then just corks. It's a very like fun vibe. It's a very like fun, carefree vibe to hers. And then we get like a little bit more of an emotional part here at the end with the firework display. the fireworks there. And I love that, like, it's showing that everyone... See, even though they're fighting, they're enemies. They're stopping to, like, watch these fireworks for a moment.
If you like that, you're gonna love this! A festive reprise!
And then right back into it.
Don't even think about getting in the way next time. Although, if you wanted to make yourself more useful,
Oh, I forgot she has a little ending.
wearing something a little more fun and festive, or pretend to be a ghost to entertain the kids, you know, liven up the atmosphere. I can't just...
Yoimiya, they've already run off.
Huh? Hey! I wasn't done talking!
Oh, I love her attitude. I love that it captured her attitude and like the lightheartedness of it in the demo as well. Even not just with like her lines, but also with how the demo was made and like the things dropping down on strings. It was like a festival the whole time. Different emotions. It wasn't the same throughout, you know. It matched with the music and it was like fun and festive and lighthearted. And then it went into like that little more serious, somber, like appreciative of the beauty of the fireworks. And she and the samurai she's fighting both stopped and they turned and looked at the firework display. So I think that was really cool. And it was a little bit different from what we've seen in the past. So the song is a bop, but I'm going to say that I don't think it was as good as like Ayaka, Xiao, Childe, Venti. It's a really good demo and I like what it does. And I'm going to say it's A tier, leaning towards S tier. I feel like, again, I need like another, all of these I'm like trying to put them in between, but I'm gonna say A tier for sure. Yoimiya's demo, A tier. Up next, we're gonna have a trash tier demo. Get ready. Aloy.
Aloy here. I don't know this world, but my arrows are sharp and my bow's ready. If your party needs help, I'll do what I can. This land has a past full of secrets, just like my world. I'll uncover all of it, if I have enough time. One world needed saving, now another.
It's just her running around.
Aloy, ready for the hunt.
She's from Horizon Zero Dawn.
This'll pack a punch.
I mean, her animations are pretty cool. I will give her that. Like,
this is a new one.
I think her animations are pretty interesting. But like, that really had like no substance, you know? It was just like, oh, I went to this world and now I'm in this world. Aloy should have stayed in her world. Aloy, we gotta do it to you. You down here. You down there, Aloy. Aloy might go down there because I actually forget that she's in the game sometimes. I very often am scrolling through my characters and I'm like, oh yeah, Aloy exists. I got her to rank 20 for the free wish and then didn't touch her again. Kujo Sara.
To strike your foe takes unity between mind, arrow, and bow. Listen, thunder speaks the will of the almighty Shogun.
The lead up to Raiden Shogun.
Warrior is to watch over the mountains and forests, while that of the Kujo clan is to guard Inazuma. I have agreed to fight by your side, and I will honor that commitment.
Definitely a lot more animated than the last
will always be defended, and the
4-star ones.
Will always be done.
And maybe it's just because of how close she was to Raiden Shogun's release, and they were trying to really hype up Raiden Shogun's release. But I feel like Kujo Sara's is actually really solid. I feel like it's very cinematic. I feel like it's a lot more than just her gameplay.
To manifest eternity per the almighty Shogun's will. That is what I aspire to.
Yeah, I feel like as far as 4-star demos go, Kujo Sara's is very cinematic. And it shows us about the character, but in a way that's more interesting than just showcasing them. So for that reason, I think I would definitely put her at solid. Kujo-Sara is solid for sure. Are you buckled up? Are your seatbelts on? Up next is the Raiden Shogun. Already great music.
In the land of the Narukami, centuries pass without change.
And Yaimiko.
Deep in the heart of the city stands the lofty abode of the Raiden Shogun. She looks down upon her realm at mortal joys and woes, and sees a world mired in impermanence.
This music is so good.
Mighty lightning, she rules over the transients. Trivial yearning and petty passion, they vanish like a mist, but the Shogun
so good.
Unfettered and unperturbed eternity.
And that shot right there.
Only through eternity are you closest to the heavenly principles.
Yes, this demo was a big deviation from the norm, I think. This is when we really start to see some interesting things with edits. We see a lot of interesting, like, transitions.
Fantasy.
This one
can only survive with an underlying reality. Reality is the stillness buried deep beneath the illusion. This is eternity. Torn to oblivion.
Like, there's a reason her banner did so well. There's a reason she was the top-selling character in Genshin Impact. And it's this right here. Like, they're doing such a good job hyping her up. All of the visions.
Waking world, you seem woven from the stuff of dreams. All shall fade away.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the character demos that gives me chills. This one's easy, chat. This one's easy, guys. It's ascended tier for sure. It's for sure ascended tier. That's like a contender for the best one so far. No question. Like that's it. We don't need to talk about that anymore. We're done. And we're moving on to Sangonomiya Kokomi.
The sea is teeming with creatures.
This intro is really cool.
When a mighty predator approaches, weaker fish seek shelter.
I really like this.
But when smaller fish gather together, they can act as one body for the protection of all. This is how the weak mount their resistance.
I think that's a very pretty intro, and it's really cool being underwater, seeing the whale and everything above.
Rest and rebuild!
Although it starts out really cool, and then it kind of just goes into like the gameplay, like her skills, but then it then changes again
In the dark ocean depths,
to get
how must they have felt when
that
they
backstory.
upon the starry sky? Thinking of that moment makes me cherish the precious light I see now. Billowing surge!
This is another one where the music does a lot of heavy lifting in the character demo. It's very pretty. Very pretty music. It's very fitting of her. I like that there's a good combination between the kind of stylized scenes of dialogue and the combat.
Just as fish gather to overcome larger foes, what Tatsumi must unite to survive. And I must lead them to new open waters. For that is my duty as divine priestess.
That one's good. That one is good. You know, like the cut scenes and the actual gameplay scenes I think they did a good job kind of putting those two together. I don't think it's ascended tier, but I definitely think it's S tier. It's either an S minus or an A plus in my eyes. I'm gonna say it's an A plus. Because now that I'm looking at it, I didn't like it as much as these. But it's definitely on this level. It's definitely on A tier level. It's a good thing that we put the A tier in because there's a lot of characters going into it. To my boy Toma.
The way I see it, housekeeping is a unique skill set. Cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest strengths.
Great song.
I'm not from Inazuma originally. I took a boat all the way here from Mondstadt. Inazumans are definitely more particular about etiquette than Mondstadters. On that note, if you ever want my lady's opinion, you may have to coax it out of her. She's so polite, she doesn't always speak her mind. People whose attention is always focused on other people's weaknesses tend to expose their own weaknesses pretty easily.
And I like that we had a lot of talking from him there, got some information about him, and we got some more stylization in the scenes here.
Supporting fire!
You get to see his gameplay, but we also got to, hear about him and his personality.
Hey, how about we go for a nice meal sometime? My treat, of course.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's a 4-star demo. And in the vein of 4-star demos, it's obviously not going to be on the same level as 5-star demos, but pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and say that one is going to be a solid, not A tier, but it's definitely solid. Now we have Goro's. I'm sorry, Miss Hina's. We have Miss Hina's demo here.
The key to seizing victory in battle lies in remembering the meaning of battle and employing the right tactics to generate momentum, making your forces unstoppable. With momentum on our side and close
Traveler in again.
We are unstoppable. General Goro of the Watatsumi Island Resistance ready and waiting.
I like how they zoom in on his tail and his ears. He's such a serious character, but it's still funny. Like, he's just like he's like a funny character who's trying to be serious, and I like that a lot. Like, they try to make it so serious, but at the same time, they're like making jokes about people petting his tail.
Everyone on me! Thank you for your guidance. This is a victory that belongs to the both of us.
Yeah, that's going squarely on solid as well. I think that once they got past the like beginning of the character demos and everything, most of the 4-star ones are not really mid anymore when you compare them. They're all pretty solid. I mean, most of the demos are solid demos. So he's gonna go right there, solid. Yo, Arataki numero uno Ito here in the flesh. I'm excited. Again, solid song. And a solid intro.
The Vision Hunt decree is over.
Okay, start at the top. Oh, my beautiful vision, I know you're up there. Oh, yeah.
And now he's got his vision back.
You want to take my vision? You're gonna need a lot more people. Cause I'm Arataki Ito, the Supreme, the one and only. Now,
man. He's so goofy, but in the best way. God, our himbo, we love him so much. I love all of his voice lines, and I love how epic they're making this. He's just a gangster. So good. That was cool right there.
Kujosara is coming. Run away. No can do. Time to show you what it is that makes my gang stick around. Who wants some of this?
This is a fun demo.
Oh, how nice of you to join us, General Kujo. Are you here to make me beg for mercy too?
Final warning. Surrender your vision now, Arataki Ito.
I love their relationship as well.
Oh, but General, if you join the Arataki gang now, I can show you what dreams are made of. To get my vision back, I'm gonna show her.
Boss, looks like it ain't up here.
Huh? I'm sorry, what?
Boss, I think this might be yours. Right down here.
The very bottom.
Hey, you better wipe that smirk off your face. Okay, I'm coming up there.
His is it's funny. It is a great showcase of his personality. The music slaps. I don't think it's on the same level as these, but it's definitely S tier. Like, it is definitely an S tier demo. I don't know, it's not the kind of demo that like makes me just like drop my jaw in absolute awe, but it is a really good character demo, and it is definitely very enjoyable and one that you can keep going back to and watching, and it's gonna be funny every time. Yunjin.
My name is Yunjin. It's such a pleasure to finally meet you, and I'd be honored to have you attend a performance sometime. The Yunhan Opera Troupe has been under my leadership for quite some time now. Life mirrors
the backstory.
Just as opera reflects life. It's what I truly love, and it's what I will be pursuing for the rest of my life. Many of Liyue's legends are centered around stories of gods and the Adepti, so most operas focus on the supernatural too. But in this age of humanity,
some very nice shots of Liyue.
Stories about ordinary people. I began my training in the art of the spear, hoping to enhance my performance in stage combat. I stuck with it, hoping to master the techniques of self-defense. I believe I've grasped...
Not the Dragon's Bane.
I dare say you'd better be careful when we're sparring together in the future. And step. Flex up. Observe.
Very well stylized.
Take is one.
All of her moves and the cuts here, they are very good. The editing on that one, and like the white background, the text on the screen there, that was really good for a 4-star actually. Yunjin might be our first 4-star. She's solid. I was gonna say A tier, but she's solid. She's not bad. I don't think it was better than Toma's or Kujo's. So for a 4-star, I'm pleased. Shinha.
Halt!
Like that. This is like. Wait, I thought this was a Shinha's demo. Why would we see Chong Yun?
Activity. It was all you're doing. This ends now.
Boom. That's cool.
A cryo avatar. Who are you?
The fact that we see her cryo avatar first.
Never let down your guard.
I like that. Yes. Auntie Shinha. And then she's just gonna go smack this Hydro Mage in the face. Her avatars are so cool.
Unleash!
Yo, everyone was so freaking thirsty when she was first announced. It was ridiculous.
Transfiguration!
I mean, for good reason, let's be honest.
Mind be purged, world be saved!
The music is very good here. I like the little cutscene at the beginning. I'm enjoying the stylization of all of her avatars. That's cool with the ribbons, especially when you tie it into her like backstory of the red ropes binding her demonic energy.
This demonic activity is an omen of impending disaster. Perhaps Master was right.
Thank you for rendering your assistance. I see you're also an adept exorcist. Some of your techniques look quite familiar, so I'm wondering...
I am Shen-He. I roam these mountains. You needn't worry about me.
She's just like, bye.
But your temperature seems unusually high. Are you all right?
Oh, my popsicle. I almost forgot.
My popsicle.
Wait, Shen-He? Wait, so you're my auntie?
You're my auntie? I love it. That one was good. I like the interactions that it has with her and Changyin. I love that we saw the Cryo avatar first before we saw her. I thought that was really cool and a cool way to introduce that like aspect of her moveset. I liked the ropes. I like that they incorporated that. Yeah, I'm gonna go A here. I'm gonna go A tier here. I think it was a pretty solid A tier. All right, chat. Yai Miko, go.
I then found myself reborn as Guji Yai.
I like how the first shot is just her boobs.
Matters. Sipping tea and
way to go, Hoyoverse.
Meditation. And making appearances to listen to shrine visitors.
Enough. Oh, this won't do. We're making a light novel here, not a dry documentary.
Huh?
And honestly, do you really think I lead such a boring existence? Hmm?
No, not at all, Lady Guji.
That's chief editor to you.
Yes, chief editor.
A light novel begins with pure imagination. For example, I must say, this is quite the cunning trap.
Very, very, very fun intro. I like how it like transitions from story into gameplay. The ears. Again, I really like that they have transitioned into a lot more stylized cinematic demos versus just gameplay. The foxes.
But have I walked into your trap, or have you walked into mine? I'm always watching.
Whoa, that was cool. That was intense.
A sight to behold.
Oh, the tails are so cool. She's just a really cool character. Again, that was really cool.
I admit defeat. Just do it. Exercise me.
Exorcise you? But I thought you weren't ready to return to the cycle. So first, let me show you what a cruel world this can be.
No.
It's so graphic. You'd never really do something like that, would you?
That ending is like...
Splendid. When the reader starts asking that question, you know you've written a good one.
That ending that shows the like mischievous side of her, I like. The ending, I think, sells it on that. I think it's really good. It does a really good job of showcasing what she can do. It tells a little bit about her without giving too much away. Like, she's still very mysterious, and that fits in with the story quest because, you know, we don't want to know too much about her because of her relationship with Raiden Shogun and everything that gets revealed in the Archon quest. So it's good that they don't give so much away. At part of the end, like, where she's just kind of playful throughout it, and then just like, oh, let me show you how cruel the world can really be, and her eyes change. That's gonna be an S tier for me, chat. That's gonna be an S tier for me. Ayatos is up next.
Do not expose your identities.
and wait for the signal before you act.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. This is cool.
Like this monopolize
it's
the
like
Cryo Commission's resources.
Almost seems like a callback to Yoimiya's character demo with the fireworks show and Sayu there.
Pity, you were all they sent.
Almost like this is what was happening during Yoimiya's demo when they were all looking at the fireworks.
Cooperation with the Yashiro Commission.
A humble suggestion. The Fatui would do well to update their intelligence concerning me. Ah, but of course, that would require one of you to return in one piece.
Badass line right there. Ayato is a badass.
Cascade.
I like that. That was a cool little edit there showing that move. Showing some of the gameplay here. Getting to see his moves, getting excited, and then back to a cutscene.
If assassinating me was that simple, I can name a few rival clans who would have had an easier time over the years. Kamisato
also a badass. Again, shows a lot of his character, shows a lot of his personality.
We failed to protect you. I do not keep the Shumatsuban for the trivial matter of dealing with assassins.
Trivial?
So, what's the situation?
The operation went smoothly. The resistance platoon is hidden near Tenshikaku. Forgive me, sir, but taking this level of risk, it seems out of character.
Let's just say, I'm doing a small favor for my sister.
I like that that was a callback to like what we had already done at this point in the Inazuma storyline. I did like that, although I will say not like it's cool. We get to see his personality, we get to see his moves. He's a badass, but not as like mind-blowing, mind-boggling as some of the other ones have been. I think that one's gonna be an A tier for me. Sitting right here at A tier. It was good. It was better than good. Like it was better than all of these, but it's not on that level. It doesn't have that extra special something, you know? But definitely A tier. Yelan. Chat. It's Yelan. Here we go.
Leaving the city? It's a real jungle out there. They say there's this group of guys now who always come out in the rain, since it drowns out the cries for help and washes away any sign of a struggle.
That all sounds perfect.
You sure have nerves of steel, ma'am.
Stop! Now hand over your goods!
Bandits! Help! Help!
Been waiting long? I figured. Is over.
She's so cool. I love the music. Yeah, it makes it seem like, again, like gangster 1920s. Yeah, like a film noir, exactly. And then this editing of her tying them all up, I think is really cool. And that color background and everything, also really cool. And this part.
My plans to you in advance, and you didn't think to run. What can I say? Much obliged.
It's so good. It's so good. I love her humor, and it shows through a little bit in this, but in the game as well. And then her story quest. And then this part here is good too.
Please let me go. You'll never see me again.
Oh, so now you're afraid. Sorry.
No, wait! I know who gave you away. I'll tell you. No, I'll take you to them myself.
Smart decision. Get up. Chop chop. Let's go and pay your friends a little.
I love that she makes him pull the cart. It's so good. Not as impactful as the top 3 we have, but definitely one of the better ones. Definitely an S tier. It definitely goes up here at S, but it's not as impactful as these. But it is really good. I mean, I love the, again, like like we were saying, the film noir-esque aspect of it. I like that she, like, a lot of her personality and humor came through. I like that it was like a story instead of it just being like, oh, this is the character, this is how they fight, blah, blah, blah. Like, it like had a plot to it. And not all of them have that. So I really like the ones that actually follow a plot line, and hers definitely did, which is definitely why she's getting an S tier on that one. 3, 4 starts back to back. Kuki Shinobu, Shikino and Heizo, and then Klee. Klee will mark the start of our journey into Sumeru.
I wear a
Kuki.
mask because I don't want to be recognized by anybody. I'm Kuki Shinobu, deputy leader of the Arataki gang. My primary responsibilities are to bring in business and maintain a stable team, as well as bailing out the gang from the police station. Being in the gang means having lots of free time. I often finish reading a whole book or even pass a certificate exam before I even realize it. Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
They do make her out to be quite a badass. Like how she's the brains of the operation behind everything in the Arataki gang.
Stand with me.
And I like how they showed her at the Grand Narukami Shrine, even though she like talks about avoiding that.
I'll settle this.
A nice fan service shot there of her butt.
Don't feel sorry for them.
They start to do that more and more as the demos go on. More fan service shots.
Shinobu, time to roll.
Don't tell me they did it again.
A good one. A good one. Nothing too special. Not anything crazy good, but definitely a solid. She has a good bit of humor there. I think she has a good amount of personality infused into it. You know, we definitely get the vibe that she is brains behind the Arataki operation. Shikino and Heizo.
The name's Shikinoin Heizo, sharpest and most successful detective of the Tenryou Commission. Detective agencies spend too much time investigating extramarital affairs and tracking down runaway pets. And it goes without saying that fighting thugs and fetching things isn't my kind of work.
I feel like this character just came out of nowhere when he came out.
Smarts to outwit criminals at every single turn. You keep following the clues until you find the culprit. And you don't stop until every last piece of the puzzle is in place.
I mean, he was the last 4-star in Inazuma.
To violence at the very last second, as if that'll somehow solve their problems.
The fact that he's such a different catalyst user, I really like his demo, because it really showcases the fact that he is, you know, he punches and kicks. He's a catalyst user, but he doesn't cast. He's an unarmed fighter. And I think the demo does a good job of showcasing that.
Let's just hope the rain hasn't washed all the clues away.
That was a good one. And I think it's a good one, not because I feel like the reasons that I like that demo are less about the demo itself and more about the character. Like the demo itself, the editing and everything that we saw there, I don't think was great. But the fact that he is a catalyst user that punches and kicks, I think is why that demo got like a good reaction. I think that people were interested and excited in that demo because he was something so different from what we'd seen before, not because the demo itself was good. You know what I mean? We're gonna say it was mid. I think it could have been better. Playstyle's cool. The demo, Klee.
Trainee Forest Ranger Klee reporting for duty. I will ensure your safe passage through this forest. I think I finally got that line down. I didn't get any of it wrong, did I? I'm feeling all right today.
It does a good job of showing us Sumeru as well.
Even if it's a life or death situation, I'll never need to rely on their power again.
I'll never need to rely on their power. Hey, yo. Yeah, it does a good job of showing us Sumeru as it being the first character demo of Sumeru. Good job of showing us her skill set. This little guy is so cute.
Just like we rehearsed.
And I love that.
Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
I love that they talk about Amber in there. Yeah, I mean, it did a good job of showing us Sumeru. Did a good job of showing the move sets. The editing was good. I liked it was like funny and kind of cute, the little guy that she throws out, the taunt that she has. I'm gonna say solid because I do like that they had the little story tidbit dropped at the end about Amber. The Tignari Plant Patrol.
The sweetwater mushroom has a brown conical cap and a white body. Consuming it may induce delirium.
Ah, beautiful mushroom maiden.
Sweetwater mushrooms proliferate very rapidly during the rainy season. Much like these fungi here. On second thought, perhaps these are multiplying a little too fast.
Oh, the guy tripping balls over by the tree is so funny. Now, as our first Dendro 5-star, I feel like this demo had a lot to live up to. I feel like people had very high expectations of Dendro and was very anticipated. So I feel like they really had to deliver on this demo.
One with the forest.
The one that's crying.
Fungi aren't typically this aggressive. I wonder what's causing it. Could it be a new genetic mutation? Or maybe it's the rain agitating them. Looks like I'll have to put my research on hold. Let's nip that in the bud.
Okay. We get to see his burst, which is cool. A nice shot of that. We get to see a lot of his auto attack animations. He's done that quite a bit. That was a cool camera angle of those arrows coming up. And then this transition is pretty funny.
So that was a hallucination. Has a slightly bitter taste and a distinctive scent. Toxin is mild, but alters the perception of one's surroundings.
And Tignari just tripping balls during his.
I'll add that to the next edition of A Field Guide to Rainforest Life.
I like that. So his is funny, but I feel like for my expectations of what the first Dendro 5-star should be, it really didn't live up. I feel like it was not anything that was too impressive, honestly. The fact that it was like the hallucination and everything, like it made it funny. Maybe it's because he was going on standard afterwards that they didn't put as much effort into that, because I feel like that one was just kind of like, eh. Like I feel like they just kind of like phoned that one in a little bit. I feel like it wasn't as good as some of the other 5-stars in the past. So I think that's going to go in the solid category. But again, maybe it's because he's a standard banner character now and they didn't like... You know, I don't know. Maybe that has something to do with it, but I think it was just solid. Moving on to Dory.
Welcome to Dory's Divine Bazaar.
The music's good though.
Need with service you can rely on. Want to take a nap? Interstate Drive? See a sumpter beast? No problem. With enough Mora, you can afford to do anything. Even take on the Academia.
I feel like Dory is a 4-star character that fell off so fast. Like, people were excited about her, and then she just, like, wasn't really great. And then everyone just kind of forgot about her, and no one really uses Dory at all anymore. The music is really good in this demo. And again, we're not judging them based on the character, we're judging them based on the demo itself.
Magic lamp!
That is, her magic lamp is cute.
Here's the goods! Your Mora's mine! My Mora is mine, and your Mora is mine too.
Mine too. I do like that. That was a good one. The music was really good with it. Her personality really shone through with it. It wasn't better than Yunjin's though. That's kind of the basis I'm going with right now. Because Yunjin's, I think, was the best 4-star we've seen so far, we decided. And it wasn't better than Yunjin, so it's got to be the same or worse. So I'm going to say, yeah, solid for that as well. Chat, the solid is getting filled up. Candace. The music already is just excellent.
I'd really love to look into your future with my amber eye if I could.
The editing in this is really good too.
Sleep soundly and know that I am watching over you.
Yeah. This character demo does a lot. The editing is really good. It does a good job showcasing your skills in a very interesting way.
A shield is not enough to protect the most important things. That's why I must also wield a spear.
It is also really cinematic for a 4-star, I think. In that there's like more than just the gameplay. There's like the cutscenes, the animations that go with it.
This new strength I now gain in the present is preparing me for trials that lie ahead in the future.
Yeah, I think that one is for sure the only, so far at least, as it stands now, I think that's going to be our only A-tier 4-star. Because I think that for sure is A-tier. I think that's the best 4-star demo that we have seen, period. It went all out on that one because they're like, the desert's coming. We got to get people hyped. We got to keep people hyped. And they did a good job with it. All right, guys, the 3 most recent now are all pretty good. We already know where Nahida's is going, but let's pretend like we don't and continue on with Sino.
The sands devour. A new life emerges. In the cycle of life and death, whatever is sown will be reaped.
Sino's is really cool.
And when the moral order is disrupted, judgment will come swiftly. Every soul will be weighed.
The editing on this one is really good. How well it syncs up to the music is really good. The music absolutely slaps.
I vow to uphold the rules and punish evil. No matter how arduous this path may be, I will follow its course to the end. Through me, justice is served.
Yes. Oh my gosh, his burst is so cool looking. Like, his burst just makes you feel powerful. And that's why, oh. Yeah. He just feels like a badass here.
Until one day, humanity stands blameless, purged of its transgressions.
Pretty cool. Pretty strong. But I will say it is one of the demos that doesn't really have like the story with it. It's just like, hey, look, this is how they attack. And they're like, bam, 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 bam. This is all of his moves. So cool. He looked awesome. And it's like one that's like getting you hyped up for the visuals of the character and wanting to pull because of the visuals of the character. So I think that this one, I'm going to say that's S tier. It's better than Candace's demo. It's better than Yoimiya's. It's better than Kazuha's. It's better than Kokomi's. It's better than Shinha's. It's better than Ayato's. But it didn't have, hold on, maybe not. Because I feel like Venti's really had like that kind of hype factor. Like when that first came out, like that was like, he was like the character. Cynos was like badass, but it wasn't like anything super special. I'm gonna put him at A tier. It's Nilo time, let's get it.
Miss Nilu, will you teach me the dance you came up with in the desert?
Slow down. First, close your eyes and relax your body. Then, picture an oasis bathed in starlight. Now imagine that you are the water, clear and bright, just like jelly.
It's like jelly.
To the world, you're invisible. It never stops to notice you. So you stand up, you leap and twirl, and you show them through dance.
Great music. Her demo is very pretty. Her demo is very stylized.
A captivating dance is like water about to boil. Quiet whispers grow into a chorus of cheers to make ripples in your audience's hearts.
It is majestic.
To make a big splash. Dance with the waves.
It's very pretty. I like the slow motion that they have in it, mixed in with the swordplay. Her animations are really cool. The transition between the desert and Sumeru City is also really cool.
Wow. Pretty amazing, huh?
Nilu? Do you know where the ribbon for tomorrow's performance went?
Sure do. I was practicing with it in the desert. I'll work something out.
I think that is very majestic. I mean, so much of her character is dancing and the art, and so much of her in the story, spoiler alert, not really spoiler alert, but is about like the fight between like knowledge and art, and like how they can exist together. And so like the fact that it's so focused on art, I think really fits that. But yeah, I think that she is soundly in the A tier for sure. Right there. Boom. A tier. All right, guys. And now the next one. And I think we know where this one's going. So let's watch.
Are you ready?
It's so cute that she's playing hide and seek with the Aranara.
One. I spy a new friend.
She's so precious. And the music is just so good. And for the Dendro Archon, they had to go all out. They had to go hard for the Dendro. All the Archons go hard, but the Dendro Archon especially, because the Dendro is such an anticipated element. And that's a cool transition. All the transitions in this are really cool. Also a giant turtle. I haven't seen that. When do we see that? I want that. Unless we have seen it somewhere in the desert and I just haven't gotten there yet. Maybe. Oh, so good. And that silhouette there was so cool. The fact that she plays hopscotch when she's attacking, also so cool. And then this part. This part. Just makes me so sad. Yo. The ending, even though I knew what was happening, that still gives me chills. Ascended. Goated. Which means that all these poor friends, forgotten playlist. Although I will say Layla is going in the forgotten playlist, but she's been announced. We will probably be getting a character demo for Layla coming up soon. Official tier list of Genshin Impact character demos. You guys say legendary, and remember the sun will rise, and we'll try again. Peace out, Bessies. I love you so much. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Thank you for the vibes. Thank you for the tier list ratings. I'll see you soon.